Hi there, my name is Karen and welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. I am going to bring you a vinyasa flow today influenced by the new moon in Scorpio. So what does that mean, you say? So each new moon there is an astrological sign attached to it. So there's a particular energy about each of these lunar cycles, and the energy of Scorpio is one where we connect to our deepest self. So we go a little bit more inward. We start to trust our intuition. Quite often in life, we are very linear. We are taught to make these rational decisions, and we sometimes ignore what's in the heart space. So today we're going to open up into that space of the heart. We're going to listen to our deepest desires, and we're going to move forward with that energy, which is going to be very much evident in the astrological world for the next few months. So really important for us now to take some time, realign, and move forward with that energy of committing to what is really true for you right now. Now, if you think, what is she talking about? That's not for me. Do not worry. You can let all of the symbolism about Scorpio go, but just really give this practice your whole energy of like looking a bit more inward and being really connected with what you truly want. So quite often we go through life pleasing others, and this practice is all about putting yourself in the forefront. So if that's the energy you would like to cultivate and attract, this practice is for you. It's going to be about half an hour in terms of the length of practice. So a really lovely one to do in the morning to kind of think, right, what am I going to get? What do I want to achieve today? How can I align myself? So with that all in mind, and if you enjoy this flow, please remember to like and subscribe so that I can continue to bring more content to you. I have a block with me as some props. You feel free to sit on that, or you can use a cushion. We're going to do a little bit of meditation going inward first of all. So I like to sit myself up on a block, and this block will also be a little bit handy for some of the poses that we have coming throughout this flow. So let's take a moment to ground, and I think the most important thing about meditation is being comfortable. So you can have your legs out long, you can have your feet together so your knees make a diamond shape. Just make sure you are completely comfortable as we set off. So we bring our hands to the knees, and that's a really lovely gesture to ground you. And then just start to attend to some of the housekeeping of your body. And what I mean by that is just making sure that your sitting bones is rooted down towards the floor or the block. That the collarbones are broadening here. And there is just a slight dip of the chin to allow a little bit of length to open up through the back of the neck. And as you allow your body to find its own way to a comfortable seat, without any pressure, without forcing, start to take your attention and awareness a little deeper now to the breath. Observing where the breath rises within you, where that breath gently eases through the body, and the sensation that exhale brings. The inhale allows you to draw energy in towards yourself, and the exhale allows you to soften and to let go. So stay with that for a little longer. Just making the breath even and smooth, no particular pattern to it. And then I'd like for you to bring one hand to your heart, one hand to the belly. And just feel the warmth of your hands just ease down into the heart space, ease down into the abdomen. And just feel that this energy that's in your hands is melting down through the layers of your skin, down through the muscle and bone, and allowing you to go deeper to connect to what is true and alive within you right now. Tapping into the most vulnerable parts of yourself, which naturally we can build walls around for protection. Today we're going to let that shine forward without any hesitation, to feel that complete connection with who we are in this moment. And as you feel your attention dropping down deeper, I'm going to offer you an affirmation today, which you can just silently repeat in your mind's eye. And the affirmation I am offering you today is, I give myself permission to feel free. I give myself permission to feel free. And just notice how that makes you feel. Maybe already you can feel some resistance. Maybe it feels like a weight being dropped from your shoulders. Whatever it is, just be aware, be conscious of what you feel. And give yourself permission to just open up to the most vulnerable parts of ourselves that we keep hidden. We're going to shine a light on them today. So we're going to take one big releasing breath here, inhaling, and then exhaling, letting that go. On your next breath, inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. You can keep your eyes closed if you're comfortable. Let the fingertips touch, and then gently bring your right hand towards your left knee and just twist. Your hand can come all the way behind the back, or you can bring the fingertips to the floor, just revolving and twisting around that trunk of the body. Keeping your breath smooth and even. And then inhale, take your arms up towards the sky, reach them up tall, and then exhale, coming across, bringing that hand over to opposite knee, and your hand can just go behind the back. And you're breathing into that sense of space that you're opening up. Nothing is rushed. We take our time. And then from here, we start to sweep our arms all the way up to the sky, reaching up tall, and then bring your hands down in prayer in front of you. Now, from here, if you're seated on a block, you might want to just gently ease that block from underneath you. And we're going to take that twist again, this time a little quicker. Inhale your arms up to the sky, and then exhale, twisting over to the right. Perhaps using that hand behind you now to rotate a little deeper. And then we inhale, take our arms up to the sky. Let's go all the way to the other side, and using the hand on the knee just to turn you a little bit more, breathing into that sense of space. Okay, from here, I want you to keep that hand glued to your knee, and then sweeping your right arm all the way up to go over and find the other knee here. And then just melt yourself forward and drop the chin down. Just fold here. Breathing into the back of your body, breathing into the back of your neck. And then slowly easing your way out of this position. Taking your attention from that inward gaze, bringing your hands behind the back, separating the feet and bringing the feet down to the floor. Bring your fingertips to the ground. I'm shuffling my bottom forward a little bit here, and squeeze your shoulders together. Feel that opening through the chest. Bringing into the light what felt a little bit hidden. And then we're going to toe heel the feet a little wider, and then bring our knees all the way to the right. And then gently bring the knees all the way up and over to the left. Let's do that again. This time we're going to pause and bring our knees over to the right, and pick up your foot and just place that on your knee. So you're just easing down into the earth, and you're getting a nice stretch. If that's too much, just simply replace and bring the foot back to the floor. Take another breath here. And then slowly bringing yourself back towards center, taking those knees all the way to the other side. And if you want to, you can pick that foot up and bring it over onto that knee, so you're getting a nice stretch through the exterior of your thigh. One more breath here. And you can sigh and let go. And then from here, we take that foot away from the ground. We bring ourselves back to center. And we're going to bring our body all the way over now onto our hands and our knees. Now, from this position, we're going to slide our hands forward and slide the hips back towards the heels. Child's pose is a great place for you to come if you need that rest. Okay, from here, we're going to inhale, rock the body forward, and then like we're at the top of a cat stretch, keep doming through the shoulders, and then press your hips forward, letting your heart lift here. And then let's ease it back, like we're sliding ourselves back into that inward thinking, aligning with what we want, what we need, and then bringing ourselves forward, excuse me, and then lifting the heart space here to find that light. Let's take it back one more time, easing all the way back to child's pose. And then gently doming those shoulders as you bring the body forward, bursting the heart, let the thighs melt, let the heart lift here. And then bring yourself gently back to your hands and knees. Now, from here, we're going to take, and I'll show you this side so I've got a bit more space. So we're going to take the right knee out to the side, and we're just going to take that knee up and out. So we're just easing and lubricating the hip space here. And then I'd like for you to keep that right knee lifted out to the side and hold. It takes quite a bit of strength. Your arms might want to buckle. Keep them strong and solid. And then can you extend that leg out, holding here. And then release that foot down to the floor. And then from here, you're going to push down into that left hand as your right arm reaches to the sky, opening yourself up. And then you're going to thread that arm through, bringing your cheek down towards the floor. Now, if that feels like a very long way down for you, I want you to just bring your block underneath your cheek and support yourself here. So don't do anything that feels too much. And just keep using this left hand to the earth, pointing the elbow up towards the sky so you get this beautiful twisted stretch here. From here, start to push that left hand down into the floor. Bring your right arm out in front of you. Take that right leg back, and we'll repeat everything on the left side. I'm going to come away from the wall a little bit here just so I can extend my leg. We're going to take that left knee up and out and around. Going nice and slow. Sometimes the slower we go, the more access we get to finding some space. And then lengthening the legs out. Oh, I've just got enough space there to do that. But my arms are buckled, so I'm going to bring myself back into alignment, holding here, using my strength, and then gently place that foot down to the floor. From here, I'm going to maybe bring my right arm out a little bit more, sweep the left arm up to the sky, opening myself up. And then I'm going to weave that shoulder down towards the mat. And again, you can use that block underneath the cheek. You can bend your elbow up towards the ceiling. Breathing into this thoracic twist. Breathing into that space. And then slowly easing yourself out and away from that position. Bring that leg back in and walk the hands in. And from here, we tuck the toes and we lift our bottom up towards the ceiling. And just drop your head down, maybe giving it a little shake, maybe bending one knee and then the other just to find that sense of space. And you can sigh out with your breath. Okay, from here, I'd like for you to walk your feet to the top of the mat. I'm going to turn towards you, but you don't have to move at all. From here, just let your arms dangle, super softly, releasing down in towards the earth. And then we're going to push down into our feet and begin to roll up through the body as we restack our spine. And then from here, roll those shoulders back and just feel a sense of lightness. We inhale our arms all the way up to the sky. Now we're going to do a mudra here, which is a gesture of the hands, which helps you connect to a certain energy. This is Kali mudra, and it's a very powerful mudra. So if you're not familiar, we bring the hands together, we cross all the fingers apart from the index, and then we cross the thumbs. So as we inhale, we lift our arms up to the sky. And I'm keeping that position of my hands, that mudra, and I'm going to ease my body over to the left. And I'm going to make some circles just with the upper back, slowly circling around. So my legs are really strong while my body circles around. One more rotation here. And the next time you feel yourself coming up in towards the sky, reach up taller, breathe in deeper, and then let's go to the right, easing the body around. Beautiful fluid movement. So Scorpio is a water sign, so we want strength and fluidity today. Reach those arms up to the sky. Now we're going to separate the feet. Keep your Kale Mudra, and we're going to inhale, and then like you're chopping wood, let it go. Inhale, reach the arms up, and then let it go. One more time, like we're chopping anything that's negative and getting rid of it, and releasing and letting go. You can literally let go with your hands now and slowly begin to toe heel your feet to hip distance apart. From here, I'm going to turn my body so you can see me a little more. We're going to sink down into a forward fold and take hold of our fingers, lengthening through the collarbones and finding this chest release. Now, if that's a bit too much for you, you can separate your hands now and just be here. From this position, feel like you're broadening the collarbones, tuck the chin down slightly, and we're going to bend the knees and lift the heart like you're lifting your heart space into the brightness of the sun. And then we lift our heels away from the floor. We're going to hold here for 1, 2, 3, and then slowly ease the heels down towards the floor, folding here. And then from here, release the hands. Inhale, sweep your arms up, Utkatasana chair pose. So we're pulling our abdomen in, we're tucking the tailbone under. Quite a powerful position, this one. Inhale brightly, and then exhale, folding down. Release the breath. Inhale to a flat back, and then exhale, step back with your right leg. So from here, we're going to keep rooted into the feet. We'll sweep our arms up to the sky so we find this high lunge. And then from here, take your arms out wide behind you. That's it, lovely. Now from here, inhale, bring the arms forward, back so the hands touch. And then exhale, pull it back, bringing your heart to the forefront. Let's do that twice more, hands touch. And then ease it back as you exhale. One more time, bringing it forward. And then exhale, bring it back. Now we're going to stay with the hands back. We're going to interlace the hands, lift the chest forward, feel the heart burst, and then folding the body forward down on the inside of that left leg. Folding here for your humble warrior variation. This is the pose of gratitude. Always a really lovely pose to come into. Your legs feel like they're working very hard. So you want to feel like if your hip is swinging out to the left, you can draw it to the midline so your legs feel firm, and then you can fold a little deeper. Staying here. And then release your hands down towards the mats. From here, we step back into plank. We lower our knees to the floor and then melt thighs, belly, and keep your elbows pinned by your sides. Inhale, rise up into your cobra, and then tuck the toes, send yourself back. Downward facing dog, where you have about 3 breaths. Releasing, letting go of anything that feels stuck or heavy, and realign with what you truly want and need today. Taking your gaze to the top of the mat, you can step or you can bend your knees and lightly, quietly hop forward, folding over the legs. Now from here, inhale, take your arms up. Let's find that Kali Mudra again. So we take the arms up above the head. I'm going to step a little bit more this way just so in case I get hindered by the wall. We're going to ease over to the left, rotating around, and you can make this bigger if that feels better in your body. We just want to feel connected and like we've got this watery flow going on. Now, inhale, take yourself to center, raise the arms up, and then let's go the other way. If you're getting a little bit warm, so am I. Reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Separate the feet. We're going to do that beautiful release like we're chopping wood, releasing all those barriers to our that keep us from doing what we should be, keep us small. So let's let them go. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, let it go. Inhale up and let it go. Wonderful. Last time. And from here, slowly release the hands, bringing your feet together. From this position, let's take the arms behind the back, interlace them. Maybe it feels a little easier this time around. Collarbones broaden, arms lengthen. Bend the knees like you're melting your abdomen to the knees, and then lift your heart up. Let it shine forward. And then we're squeezing the inner thighs together. Can you lift those heels up? And let's just hold for 1, 2. Feel that stability and strength that is yours. 3. And then easing those heels down to the floor. Sweep the arms up. Utkatasana. And then exhale, fold it down. Inhale to a flat back. And then exhale, step back with your left leg here. Inhale, your arms come up. Really make those legs powerful and strong. And then exhale, take those arms back behind you. We've got that floaty move where we inhale, bring the arms forward, let them touch. And then exhale, draw it back. 2 more. Inhale, rounding the spine. Exhale, drawing it back. Keep those legs strong. 1 more. And then bring it all the way back where we stay here. Interlace the hands, brighten through the chest, root into your feet. Maybe toe heel that foot a little further if you need to. And then we're going to gently ease the shoulder down on the inside of that right leg. Let the head drop. And if you have to be up here, that's totally fine. Don't worry. Bending that knee as much as you can. Squeeze that right hip to the midline. 1 more breath. And then release your hands down towards the mat. Stepping back, Plankasana. If you're coming for a Chaturanga, we bring our body weight forward. We bend the elbows. We want one long line of energy here as we keep those elbows hugged in and we lift up and out of the earth. My thighs are from the floor. I'm squeezing here. And then we ripple it back. Downward facing dog. Where you can softly let go of your breath. If you need a child's pose, you're so welcome for that too. In these quiet moments, this is where we align to our truth today, giving ourselves permission to be free. From here, you can take your gaze to the top, either walk or bend your knees and lightly hop to the top of the mat. Fold over your legs. From here, let's go straight to Utkatasana. Inhaling here. Exhaling, folding. Inhaling to that flat back. And then exhale, step your right leg back, turn out the toes, 45 degrees. You want to squeeze this left hip to the midline. Inhale your arms up, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Feel connected to that power. Take a big breath in. Exhale, cactus, squeeze your shoulders, feel your chest opening up. Now, from here, take your arms up, inhale. Exhale, open out, Virabhadrasana 2, sinking low into that hip space, into the ground. Now bring your right hand behind you, flip the left palm, reverse your warrior. Keeping a bend in that knee, it's really tempting to let it go, but just keep it bent. And then from here, you're going to spiral your left hand down to the floor. You might need your block for this bit, so just let me grab my block. So having it near the top, so we've come from our reverse warrior. We're going to bring this left hand down to the block, squeeze your glutes, and then lift that right leg. Now, you don't want your hip to be closed. You want to open it up. Think about your leg lifting brightly, and then maybe your arm comes up as well. Holding here. One more breath, you're doing great. And then let that foot land towards the mat. Find yourself in a warrior 2, sink down into it again, reverse it once more, reach up and out of the pelvis. This time bringing your hand, you can bring your elbow to the knee or you can bring the fingertips to the floor. You're going to then, or your hand can be on your block, you're going to take your right arm up to the sky, holding here, tucking your tailbone in so you can expand more. And then bring this right hand down towards the mat. You're going to take a little twist. So my right foot is pivoted and I'm going to lift my left arm up. Now, you can stay here or we're going to put a bit more weight into that right hand, pivot onto the outer edge of your right foot and find your side plank, Vashisthasana. Squeeze those legs together, lift up through the side waist. Now, embrace those wobbles. Inhale, arm up and then exhale, weave it underneath that right arm. Inhale, arm up. My voice is shaking as my body is. And then exhale, ease it down. You have one more. Inhale up. Feel that strength. And then bring your hands down. From here, you can lower those knees. Please do if you're tired. Or body weight forward, chaturanga. We rise on the inhale, squeeze those legs together. And then ripple it back. Downward facing dog. Aligning to your truth. Aligning to what you truly want and not being afraid to go out and get it. Take your gaze to the top of the mat where we can step. Or if you're getting tired, you can tiptoe the feet there, folding over the legs. From here, let's sink it, Utkatasana, into that chair pose and then let it go. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, stepping back with your left leg now. Turn out those toes. We root into the earth to find Virabhadrasana 1. Reach those arms up. Holding here, feel connected to that sense of power. And then cactus your arms, squeeze the chest, feel your heart lift. And then inhale, arms come up. Virabhadrasana 1 again. Exhale, find your warrior 2, sinking down, lower into it. Watch this knee, it has a habit of rotating in. Can you keep it open? Make the weight of your body in the middle, not moving around, just reaching out. And then we reverse that warrior, reaching it up to go over. And then from here, we're going to bring that right hand down to the floor. Take your block, just about a foot in front of your foot. Squeeze your glutes to lift your leg, restack the hip, and then you're going to really lift that leg and then open your arm out. Breathing here. Your gaze can be up towards the hand or down towards the floor. And then slowly stepping back with that foot. Find your Virabhadrasana 2 once again. Let's reverse that warrior, reaching up and out of the pelvis. And then spiraling your hand down on the inside of that leg now, taking your arm up to the sky, really opening yourself up here, opening yourself up to possibilities of this new moon. And then we ease that left hand down to the mat. We turn the left toes, we reach the right arm up. Forgive me for having my back to you in a moment. So what we're going to do here is place a little bit more weight into that left hand. Pivot onto the outer edge of the left foot, picking up your right foot. You can keep it halfway down, or we squeeze and hold here. And I'm really wobbling on this side, lifting up nice and tall. Let's take that right arm up to the sky. And as you exhale, bring it through. Inhale, your arm comes up. Exhale, bring it through. One last time, reaching it up. Exhale, bringing yourself back to center. If you're tired now, I really am. Drop the knees down. Lower your whole self down to the mat. Okay, from here, we're going to bring our hands a little further forward. Drop the chin down. So we're going into that inward gaze once again. Pausing here. Separate the feet slightly. And then inhale, lift your chest up. And then exhale, melt it down. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, melt it down. Last time, inhale, lift up. And then exhale, melt it down. Now, I'm going to show you left side first so you can see a little easier. We're going to bend this left knee out to the side and just rest our head here. Notice the heat in the body, notice the breath being a little bit labored. And then you're going to lift up your head and your chest. You're going to extend your left arm long to the top of the mat and then weave your right arm through and then rolling onto your back. So I'm a little close to my wall, so I'm going to shift a little. If you can't expand, I can't because of the wall, you can just take the arm and really lengthen it out behind you. If you're like me and you've got not much space, or you're feeling that the rotator cuff's a little tight today, bring the back of your hand to the lower body. Breathe into your chest here. Find that beautiful twist. And just feel like you're expanding from your center. Feel that you're coming from that true and authentic place of yourself. And just feel that energy radiating from the abdomen. One more breath. And then slowly start to bring that left hand all the way back over. So you're going to come all the way back onto your belly. You're going to allow that left leg to lengthen down. Take your arms out wide to the top of your mat again. 3 of those kind of soft cobras, chin tucked down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, let it go. Lovely. One more time, inhaling, lifting up. And then exhaling, letting go. From here, let's begin to bend our right knee. So taking it into that half frog pose and just let this settle. If you've had enough today and this half frog is really suiting your body, suiting your energy, stay here. Or we're going to start to lift that chest, extend your right arm out long, weave this left shoulder through, and then as you weave that left shoulder through, you can keep that right knee bent and expand your arm out long. So you're opening through the body. Your left hand can ground onto that knee if you want it. Close your eyes and connect to that inner world, what you truly want and desire. Just feel that breath. Feel your connection to that part of you that you perhaps sometimes, because of a sense of duty, a sense of being linear, that you bury down and keep in the shadows. Let it come out into the light today. And then from this space, instead of rolling back, we're going to roll onto our back. So shimmying back onto the back, the mat if you've come off of the mat. Sorry, there's too many mats and backs here. So just bring yourself back to the comfort and the safety of your mat. Bring your feet into Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet gently touching. If you need to pop some blocks or cushions underneath your knees, you're so welcome. And then let's just bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the abdomen. And just feel that rise and fall of your chest. Feel connected to your truest desires. You've uncovered something that is what you feel passionate about, what sets you alive. And let go of any stories around that thought or that realization that what you want is selfish. Align to those desires, what makes you happy, and just be connected to them and going after what you want and need without guilt, without shame. Staying in alignment with your most authentic self. Let's take 3 releasing breaths here. Inhale deeply. And let it go. 2 more just like that. One final time. And you can stay resting here if that feels authentic and true to yourself today. Or we're going to let those hands come away from the body, lengthen the legs out, and just let your legs sink down into the mat. Let your whole self. Now, if you have the time today and you would like to spend as long as possible resting in Shavasana, know that that is completely fine. You can just let the sound of my voice drift away. You can just stay connected to the earth, connected to this energy of rest. If you would like to come away from your practice now, just start to breathe a little bit more deeply, just feeling that breath rise and fall underneath the skin. And then maybe just pressing one hand to the heart, one hand to the abdomen once again, so you can stay and feel connected to that truest desire that you share today, whatever it is, whatever you feel, coming deep from inside, and just let that guide you today. Not listening to our linear thinking, but more about that intuition. What does your heart truly want? And then slowly begin to stretch your arms back behind you, reaching your fingertips back to the back of the room as your toes point to the front. And then just feeling yourself lengthen out like this big, beautiful column of energy that you are. And then we guide our knees in towards our chest and we hug ourselves here for a moment and just maybe sway a little side to side, keeping our eyes closed to stay within this feeling of your practice. And then guiding yourself all the way over to rest on the right hand side for a moment. Just let the head rest there. Eyes still remain closed. And your breath is still soft and heavy. Feel free to yawn, sigh, whatever you feel. And then slowly begin to ease your way from the earth, keeping your eyes closed if you're comfortable with that. And we will return back to that seat of meditation where we began this morning or this evening, whenever you are practicing. And then just start to feel that breath moving underneath the chest, moving from your abdomen. Let's bring our hands there again just to feel connected to these energy center of the abdomen, energy center of the heart, both in alignment. Trusting our intuitive nature and knowing that we have the strength, the determination to make those dreams, those heart's desires a reality. And from here, just rolling the shoulders back. And then let's take a big, beautiful releasing breath together. Inhale deeply. And then exhale, let it go. Bringing your hands together in prayer as a moment to guide your attention back to those innermost heart's desires. To not let that linear thinking trick us and put barriers around what we think we should or shouldn't be able to have, just to go with that open heart space, to know we have the determination, the power to achieve all that we need in life, and to do it from a space of softness, from an intuitive heart. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me for today's flow. I hope you enjoyed it, whether you are practicing because of the new moon in Scorpio or whether you are just coming for a practice that really helps you to kind of reconnect with what you truly want and what you truly wish for. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please let me know if you did. Let me know with any comments. And yeah, I look forward to practicing with you again. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.